Hi everyone, can everyone hear me? Give me a yes if you can. Hi, Teresa, how are you, darling? Jane Perry, I hope you're doing better, Jane. I know that you had some flooding, right? Yeah, we had a little bit of the end of the storm here yesterday, so it was messing with my internet. So hopefully it won't break up in this. Now, it's been a while. Hi, Victoria Montauk, how are you? Jeff Swig, Scott Bell, Angel, how you doing, darling? Damn it, Mandy, and Yankees for Life. Hi, thank you for being here. I was a little bit nervous about coming on because I haven't done a live in a minute now. But it's time to bite the bullet, and I think it's best. People can interact with you, than just doing recordings, even if it's 10 people. Who cares really? I'm just biting the bullet. Anyway, hi Scott Bell. Hi MB. Yeah. Um, so it's my weekly roundup. It's a little later than usual. Um, I had some stuff to do. I wasn't sure what the weather was going to be like, if we were going to even be able to, if I was even going to be able to come on because the internet's been in and out and in and out. It's been driving me bonkers, but it is what it is. So let's get started on my weekly roundup. Now, I had to make notes, obviously, so I don't forget anything. So the week started off with, oh, and by the way, before I get started, some people had wrenches, others didn't. I don't know what happened with my wrench situation. Wait a minute. Let me just check everybody that, oh, here, yes. Hang on. Yeah. There are some people that should have wrenches that turned out didn't or were blocked or whatever. And, I just want to make sure, I catch the people. If anyone had a wrench and finds that they don't have one now, let me know. And I'll do it now while I'm on here. Anyway, so let's get started. So the week started off with Angel actually doing something that I didn't kind of foresee coming, but I get where she's coming from. She's had enough, you know. She put up her thing at 7 in the morning, inviting Piggy on to, you know, squash it once and for all. And of course, that didn't happen. Around about 4 o'clock, I think it was, after he'd done his powwow with, everybody, they were on the phone all day. Do you not? I did a poll actually, and I haven't looked at the poll recently, but at the time, the poll was, I think 70-30 against, said he wouldn't come on. I was kind of 80% that he wouldn't go on, 20% there was a possibility. And why I thought that is because, first of all, he's going to want to be in control of it, of whatever happens, Secondly, I think he knew she had too much on him because everything she put up was, there was no way out of it. He's there saying this stuff. I think that played a role. Super chats, all of that, even though she said any super chats that she would have got that day, she would give to him. I don't think he trusted that, but at the same time, I was thinking, well, he might, because can't you live stream it onto your channel at the same time? Because, we know good and well people aren't going to super chat him on Angel's show. Hell no, no one, except his people. And so I thought, well, maybe he would do a live where, go on her show, but he could live stream it to his show so he doesn't lose out. But coward as he is, we all know he's a coward, and we knew that he wasn't going to do that really, you know. So was it a surprise? No. But at least Angel tried, you know, she tried and was shot down with that. And part of the other reason for that, the shoot down, was because he has to keep this going. If he makes peace with Angel, he doesn't have a show. I mean, what's he going to do? Talk about birdhouses with Johnny Mac? No. What's he going to do? He has to keep this going. So, you know, whether it's hurting him or not hurting him, and I believe it to be hurting him, he's still got to keep it going. You know, what show would he have? So, anyway, kudos for trying, Angel. You know, I honestly thought, well, there's a 20% chance, but you know, no one over here was really surprised. No one. Anyway, so I see he's still cloning himself as your father. I think that's really, really freaky and creepy and weird. That's what I think that is. I think, I don't know. I mean, I know he's doing it to kind of get under your skin, but I think it looks frightening. It's creepy to me, you know, very weird. But anyway, whatever floats his boat, you know, if he, you know, is Buffalo Bill and wants to be your father and, you know, wants to clone himself as your father and be a Gotti, have at it, you know. It reminded me of, well, it was a movie where you had like this super fan that, you know, that's what that reminds me of. It's a sick, like twisted thing. Anyway, so then I forget the name of the channel. I think it's Deadly something. Deadly something. If you're listening, Deadly, drop your, you know, drop your link, or somebody drop the link to that channel, because that was really like mind-blowing. I mean, who would subscribe to their daughter's OnlyFans channel? Only a pervert. Why are you looking at your daughter? Are you serious? Oh, I just thought, oh my God, are you serious? You know, and apparently there are these pictures floating around that she sent to the boyfriend, a friend of somebody over here. And those pictures are pretty like, whew. So why would you as a father want to be looking at your own daughter? There's something wrong with that. Shanna, you know, you're not my favorite person on the planet. I think you're dumb as a box of rocks. However, run for your life. Run for your freaking life. Not just because of that, but, you know, even when he talks about your son, what does he say? My stepson, my stepson. Most people, when they, you know, come together and there are kids involved and you've got kids, he's got kids, whatever, you don't say my stepson, you say my son, because you come as a package. You accept the whole package. And because he keeps doing that, that just tells me, no, he's not looking at him like that. You need to run for your life. You also need to run for your life because pretty soon here, you're going to end up losing your job. You know, what I saw this morning, Chicago Muscle ain't playing with your ass. He's not playing. And you know what? I don't blame him. Because at the end of the day, you all have railed this guy and his family and his wife and his dead mother-in-law and now his father. Are you kidding me? You want to like go after deceased people that are in the grave? I mean, luckily his father's with him in an urn. And you want to put excrement on his... What type of sick individuals are you over there? Are you women? Wake up. What are you doing? You're condoning this? It just blows, it blows my mind. But something's going to happen here for you, Shanna, that your piece of shit husband is going to be bringing on you. You can't work for the VA and you know, down veterans the way you do. You can't sit up there and allow this. You know, there's a code of conduct. And you're not meeting that code of conduct. And from what I saw this morning, Chicago Muscle's not playing with you. So you might want to like take a step back, both of you, especially you, Piggy. You know, you really want the money and you really think you're Jay Leno. You think all this shit. You're destroying your family. You're destroying your family from the inside out. And you know why? Because of your pride. And let me tell you something. Pride cometh before a fall. Yes, it does. Now, hold on 1 second. I need to get a drop of water. I should have done this before. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. I should have had, again, look, Piggy, Food Line sparkling water. I'm being really bougie. Yeah. Anyway, that's why, you know, you're destroying your family from the inside out. You don't see it, but you're allowing these people to influence you because you're a follower, and you need to stop because it's not going to be good for you or your wife. It's not. You can see where this is going, you know. Anyway, whatever, keep doing what you're doing. Don't listen. Continue doing what you're doing. Chicago Muscle is not playing with you. And thank God for him, actually. Thank God for him. You know, he's really putting you all out there for the scumbags that you actually are. Now then. And then there's something else going on. You know, from what I'm understanding now, I mean, people can correct me if I'm wrong. I hadn't seen the whole thing, but I caught a part of it where somebody said that you were saying, yeah, they've got information that I might have touched someone. What the hell does that mean? Well, anyway, whatever it is, you know, it will, I guess it'll all come out in the wash. But I am going to tell you this. You're destroying your family inside out. You really are. And you need to take a step back, forget everybody else, and just think about it and discuss it with your wife, because she's going to end up losing her job the way this is going. And there's no doubt in my mind, because you can't do what you're doing, and she cannot condone the abuse of women, the abuse of veterans, the abuse of dead people, and still keep a job either with the VA or in any type of capacity like that, any type of abuse. And she's been on here talking crap, and people have the videos. I mean, you know, you need to take a step back for real. Anyway, now let's get to you, Harambe. Okay, now then. So I heard a little clip where you were saying you're going to get my pimp on, that I'm some sort of prostitute. Okay, well, two can play at that game. I can just as easily get your pimp on. Because let me tell you something, you fucking weasel. Okay? Nobody in their right mind, like, okay, picture it. 1990, whatever. Florida. He comes in as a new prisoner. Yeah, I'm sure everyone looked round and thought, oh, we better not say anything to him. You are a little pipsqueak. What they probably thought was, oh, I can use him to wash my socks, pimp him out, do whatever. Remember Fernando Harambe? Do you remember him? when you were washing his socks, washing his underwears, and he pimped you out for cigarettes and hooch and whatever. Okay? Remember that? So, yeah, I can easily get your prison pimp on, same way you're saying you can get my pimp on. Because let me tell you something, you dumb motherfucker. If I were a prostitute or even thought about being a prostitute, I would work for my fucking self. Okay? So think about that. You know, I'm not a fucking idiot. Why am I giving a man money to for what? I would work for myself if that were the situation, but it isn't. Never has been in my past. None of the above. Okay? But for you, if you think you walked in that prison and you were bossing people around like you were some type of fucking boss, no, you weren't. They looked at you. Have you seen the size of yourself? You're like a little girl. They would have slapped your bitch ass all around that prison. Are you kidding me? And Tina, let me tell you something, okay? Now, I know how you all met. Yeah, I do. What happened is when Fernando would let Harambe out of the cell, that's when, then he was allowed to go on the computer. And let's take a guess what he was doing on that computer. He was on dating sites, you know, the prison pen pal stuff. That's what he was doing. That's how you met his fucking Harambe monkey looking ass. Okay, that's how you met him. All right. And so you're searching for love. He's searching for a mark. And then he comes across you. And so what happened is you probably sent him a headshot. He was telling you how fabulous you were, you know, how beautiful you are, blah, blah, blah. Because that's what sociopathic, psychopathic, narcissistic men do. Okay? That's what happened. He loved bombed you. And you're sitting there believing it, but you only sent him a headshot. By the time he saw what he was getting, he was too invested. He was too vested in, you know. So that's what happened there. And why did you do that? Men like him pick on insecure, overweight, which you definitely are, and you've got the nerve to sit up and laugh at other women? Are you kidding me? The size of you, and you want to sit up, you know, and let me tell you something that, you know, at first I was a little annoyed with Chicago Muscle when he put that picture up of you, but no, not anymore. You deserve that. You know why? Because I'll tell you what, I'm not America's Next Top Model by no means. I've had children, but I tell you what, I wouldn't be showing off my ugly bits the way you are. I would have to get like a caftan, a robe, something. I'm not showing off all that blubber and fat. Oh, you know, sort yourself out, girl. Sort yourself out. Anyway, you know, they pick on not attractive, overweight, low self-esteem women, which is you. Okay, you're on there looking for love. You see this, you know, dude. I mean, first of all, there's got to be something wrong with you. He's in prison, for Christ's sake. And I hazard to guess, I bet you look like you come from a decent family. You know, I bet they don't know half of his record. I bet they don't. You know, yet you bring that into their lives. You bring the entity into their house. That's what you've done. You know, because you are so desperate. But let me tell you something. All what I've said can be fixed. You can sort yourself out, kick his ass to the curb, and get a man more deserving of you. Get a man that, you know, respects you, because he doesn't. I would like to be a fly on the wall when you and him get into a fight. I bet he calls you every freaking name under the sun. I bet he does. And I bet he already has, because that's who he is. People like him, that's who they are. They prey on women like you. And you're thinking about marrying his ass? That will be the biggest mistake of your life. Kick his ass out, sort yourself out, get on a diet. You know, you can sort all that out. You know, and kick his ass out and get a man that appreciates you, that you're not having to keep, feed, clothe, rent computers for him and all that shit. No, while he gets online going after deceased relatives of people. I mean, how do you even condone any of that is beyond me. Beyond me. You want to call me a prostitute, SoFlo? You're the prostitute. I pay for myself. Okay? You don't. You don't. You own 20% of a car. And as for you, Nikki Blade, by the way, I haven't forgotten about you. I saw what they put up about you and your child support and your court cases, people suing you left and right and you got this fake channel with 100,000 subscribers. 100,000 subscribers. Subscribing to what exactly? What is it that you're actually doing? So you need to shut your face, okay? You great big wanker is what you are. So you need to shut your ass. Ain't nobody, I didn't rattle your cage. I didn't knock you off your perch. So shut your ass. You don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, she got it wrong about... What I said is I might have got it a little backwards. And I admitted to that. Maybe I got it a little backwards. At the end of the day, he raped that woman. He beat that woman because she pressed charges. And those charges were not dismissed. They were incorporated in whatever he did. And then he got 20 years. And he's trying to say today, yeah, I said to the judge, hey, give me some more. You lying motherfucker. If you'd have done that, you'd have been doing 40 years, you dickhead. We all know that. I mean, what type of idiot are you? And you too now. Chicago Muscle ain't playing with you either. You're going to get it. You keep on the way you're going. What you did to him and his family is disgusting. I thought, you know what? When Piggy did it to MRE about his family, I thought that was going like really low. I didn't think it could go much lower, but it has. Now you're going after people that are dead. I mean, seriously, you people are sick bastards. Anyway, let me move on. Yeah. Also, I did feel really bad for Cane Shades. And MB did say that, actually, I'm going to drop the link. So if anyone wants to come on, Angel MB, please feel free to come on and put your 2 cents. Let me see. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's the link if anyone wants to join. In any event, I did feel bad for Cane Shades, but, at the same time, this is the territory and this is, what they're going to do. But I felt bad for him that he had to go through that because, in my opinion, he's always been, a nice, calm guy. Okay. Hi, Angel. How are you doing?
Hello there, Josie. How are you doing? What's going on?
Oh my God! No, I had to get my little piece out that I wanted to say. What they're doing right now is horrible. I mean, going after deceased people. They've been doing it a while, but it's kind of gone to another level, don't you think?
It's gone a few other levels. Let me just tell you, I wasn't doing anything tonight because my nephew is boxing.
Okay.
He has his thing tonight. But my friend just texted me and said that Fat Bully threatened me. So now I'm going live at 9 o'clock and I'll answer his threats. The little girl that he is, a girly girl, that he couldn't come on when I offered to drop the link for him, tell him to come on and face the lies that he's been telling about me and my family. He wouldn't do that because, like I said, he's a girly girl.
Right. Well, I was getting to that. I mean,
he's a bully.
yeah, I mean, the thing is, I did feel really bad for Kane Shades the other night because you can hear, it's something he regrets. It's not really something he would want to share, but, at the same time, we're kind of we know where they're going with this stuff, but I did feel bad for him. I felt terrible for Jane Perry. I mean, she's, flooded out. I mean, oh my God, talk about kick a dog when they're down. And who was the other one they went after? Mandy. They're going after people in the chat. And I think, why are you going after? They're allowed to have an opinion. I just don't understand it.
No, well, I'm sorry, my daughter, the dogs were barking. He said that he is going to put out a story about my mom that nobody knows, that somebody in Howard Beach told him, that the Gotti family doesn't want out there. First of all, you bully pig that you are, you don't know anybody in Howard Beach. You know no one. No one in Howard Beach has anything bad to say about my family. You're friends with rats. You're friends with the defendant in my lawsuit. And let me tell you something. Let me tell everybody something, and I will tell them this tonight.
Right.
All you're doing is making my lawsuit better and better and better. Now it's really good. Now it's really, really good. And Fat Bully, you're next.
Yeah, I mean, why? I don't think things could, things right now, in my opinion, are like at a real all-time low, going after deceased. I mean, they've been doing it with you and your brother for a while, but it's going to people's graves to throw excrement on there. And, no, I anything Chicago Muscle does good. That's
what I was just going to say. Obviously, Chicago Muscle did something today. Today to infuriate him.
Really?
So, yes, he infuriated him somehow. I don't know what he did yet. I have no idea. Oh, excuse me. I have no idea what he did yet. But it obviously sent him over the edge. And all he's doing is making himself look like a lunatic. It's not going to be very helpful to him.
No, it definitely is.
His behavior is not helping him in any way, shape, or form. Now, let's just say we're gonna continue this feud further and further and further, and you're now afraid of say anybody finding out what you're doing on here, even your wife's job or your wife's friends or your friends, your family. Behaving the way you're doing right now is making it even worse for you and her and your family. It's making it even worse. So he wants to continue with this. You want to threaten me? You look like such a moron. He looks like such an ass, threatening women, calling us names. He called me a hoa. The other degenerate in Florida I heard was talking about my body parts. Like, you wish your body parts get lost in your wife. You wish
thank you.
Me.
Thank you. The women, I don't understand. Well, I do understand. Both women, her and Shanna, they've got low self-esteem. They think they can't live without a man, and then they end up with these degenerates that love bomb them, but once they've got them in their clutches, then that changes. But what I'm seeing happening with Piggy is, he hasn't been married very long. And what he's done this year and, starting last year into this year, he's destroying his family inside out. That's
exactly. He did this. This is what amazes me about him. He did this, right? He started all of this. He went further and further and further. Now you're making noise.
Sorry,
You went so far now. You're gonna go. Somebody's gonna get hurt here. You're going so far. You're gonna make your wife lose her job. You're
Well,
gonna make
yes.
you're gonna make
Yeah.
your kids are gonna be embarrassed, humiliated. What the hell is wrong with him?
I know. Hey, Mary.
Already.
Hey, Mary, and DJ and Joe Delamora. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Um, she's not going to be able to keep, if everything that's being said is true, um, and it does go that far, it shouldn't, but if it does, then, he's going to be destroying his whole family from inside out.
He did this.
I
He
think he
did
needs
all
to
of
think
this.
about that.
And he did this all. I mean, this is crazy now. He did this all. Everybody go back to the very beginning. I showed everything. I'll show it again tonight if I have to. Go back to the very beginning. This was something, so I didn't want to follow your beliefs. I had my own beliefs. That's it. That's it. It should have ended right there. I didn't want to believe you. I believed what I believed. Instead, this is 5 months of insanity. Absolute insanity.
Damn it, Mandy says Harambe and Piggy are losing their shot because Chicago has so much info on them and they can't even find his initials. Also, he told Harambe they're going to let his landlord know about him. Oh, yes, that's probably what pissed him off. That he said he's going to let the landlord and neighbors know who he is and what he's done.
Well,
oh, and Jane Perry, I got the wrong Jane. It was Jane Turner.
Yes,
they did that too. But it doesn't matter. If it's a subscriber that's making a comment, they shouldn't be all put out there because they, agree with one or the other. I mean, oh my God, I don't know. But Carol said, isn't it ironic? They've been doing horrible things to people, posting family members' pictures, doxing them, calling jobs, and now after 5 months, it's being done back to them and they are appalled.
100%, Carol. 100%.
Yes, exactly. And Maddie says they can only have women with no morals and zero self-respect or esteem, and that's what I think. They hone in on these types of women, and these women, I hope both of them wake up. I hope both of them wake up, especially Tina down there before she walks down the aisle with that orangutan. Let me tell you.
I don't watch him. I don't know anything.
No, I don't watch him, but I've seen, you see the clips. Chicago Muscle and Assassino, and people put clips up, and talk about what he's saying. Yeah. That's what I see.
No, I mean, I don't know anything about her. I don't care to know anything about her.
Well,
these two women who could sit there while they're not men, while their spouses are doing what they're doing on the computer every single day, degrading women, threatening women, lying about women, talking disgusting.
Exactly.
Ooh, like how do you? I could never do this. I could never do this. Listen. I've had men who, all right, Lewis cheated on me. Okay. I didn't, and I could have went and told my father and had him, beaten up or whatever. I never did. I forget.
Yeah, I would have.
No, but that's not my point. You know what?
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my point is that how could you sit there and say any lie about me that I've had people beaten up and chased out of Howard Beach when I didn't even have my own ex-husband who cheated on me and got a woman pregnant, a girl, I should say, pregnant.
Oh my God.
I didn't even have him beat up and chased out of anywhere. Why would I have anybody else? These are all lies.
Right. Well, it's all just to, form the narrative that, you think you're this mob princess, and you're looking down from
Oh,
afar on
he's so
everybody.
full of it. He
That's
knows it.
really no, but that's how they're
He
trying to
knows it.
portray you. We know that you're not like that at all.
Exactly.
In fact, you're the opposite. If anything, I feel more like the mob princess, because I would have
Well,
I'd have been doing everything left and right.
but I keep telling you, you are the queen.
No.
Yes,
Oh,
you are the queen.
okay. Oh, wait a minute, Angel. Big Daddy's here.
Oh,
She's not the mob. She's not the mob. How you guys? She's not the mob princess. She's the mob queen. She's the mob queen bee.
No, I'm the queen bee. She's the queen. All hail the queen.
And if when Josie said she would get somebody to beat up her husband if they cheat, I have a funny feeling Josie would do it herself.
Yeah, I would have done it myself. Yes.
And you'd wait till they come in the house and they ain't expecting it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I'd have been waiting behind the door with the rolling pin, Lee.
So how you guys doing today?
Good. How are you? So what do you think about this going after deceased relatives, putting excrement on their grave?
Listen, my honest opinion of it is nobody should be doing it, period. I don't care who's doing it. Nobody should be doing it. This is crazy.
It's gotten worse, don't you think?
I
said it's gotten worse.
Yes, it has. And I won't do it. I don't care. I just won't do it. It's, you gotta know where to cut it off. I mean,
right.
It's tit for tat now. If someone doesn't,
but let me ask you a question there, Big Daddy, king of all mobtude now. What do you think about somebody doing something and now Fat Bully wants to take it out on me and start putting up fake stories about my mother that are going to be so horrific to the
Angel, you pay us. You're the leader. You're like John. You're John Gotti's daughter. We follow you. So you got to be able to willing to take the pain.
What?
I'm joking.
I know that. So okay. What do you make of that?
I think it sucks. I think all this sucks. I put up a video. I put up a short video today of Gunsmoke because Scott Bell went on Gunsmoke show last night, and he said something to Gunsmoke. And Gunsmoke, within 30 seconds, threatened to cut his throat. He told Scott Bell to suck my penis.
What? Wait. What? What did Scott Bell say?
Scott Bell just was questioning him about just being negative toward him, but nothing nasty or anything. Just watch my short. It's on. It's.
Oh, okay. I'm not getting notifications for anything today.
Me either.
So he said. So here's what Gunsmoke said. Told him, "I'll slice your throat." He told him that he should give me head. He told him that he called him all sorts of names. He used homophobic remarks, all within a 30-second rant. And that, when you've seen that, that's the real Gunsmoke. That's him right there. Because he does a show every night for 2 weeks. Every show that he's been on for 2 weeks now has been attacking me and Danny. Every show, nonstop. And then when he gets hit, he acts like a little baby. This is why he is a follower and not a leader. This is why he follows FBS and doesn't lead FBS, because he's not capable. He needs to be led by the hand. That's basically what it comes down to.
Wow.
Yeah, go watch my 1-minute video.
I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, I haven't. I didn't.
And Scott Bell did a great job. He put it up on his channel. I would tell anybody to go sub to Scott Bell's channel. It was good work.
Yeah, definitely.
He went in there and he just said one little simple thing to them. Oh, he called. Oh, here's what he did. He called him a cop caller. He called Gunsmoke a cop caller. And Gunsmoke got nuts. Said, "I never called the cops." Okay, just say you never called the cops. You got to threaten to cut the guy's throat. You got to threaten. Oh, plus he said he told the guy Scott Bell, your family should go to hell too. So he went after family. He said he was going to slice his throat. He used homophobic remarks, and he told him to give me a blowjob. Excuse my expression.
Well, did Scott Bell ask him these things, or did Scott Bell tell him these things?
No, Scott Bell said to him, "You call cops."
And so
that's all he said.
So Gunsmoke couldn't just respond with, "No, I do not. Show me the proof where I called the cops."
Exactly. No, he didn't. It was it was a horrible barrage.
Really?
For some reason, he had to throw my name in there. I'm not the one that said it to Gunsmoke. You know, it's just horrible, you know? And so, you know what I said to Gunsmoke? Okay, Gunsmoke, you want to say that to me? So I'll put up a short and get 3 times as many views as you get on your show. It was exactly what you said.
I was watching Angel's thing, and she was putting up the stats. You're doing really well, Lee. Wow. You win every time on that. I saw that this morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, wow. I mean,
I think everybody
really saw Gunsmoke that way, because he always seemed to, you know, I mean, he'd say his little stuff and whatever, but how did Scott Bell get on? It was, I mean, how did that happen?
He was just in the chat room, and they pulled him up. And when they pulled him up, he didn't like what he said. Now, what Gunsmoke should have said is, dude, don't, you know, he should have just blocked him and said, go to hell. You know, that's what I do.
Well, did he go on the show, or he was just
he was just in the chat.
Oh, wow.
He said that to somebody in his chat.
Wow.
So you couldn't just block him,
or he could have just told him to go to hell and blocked him. He didn't have to tell him that. He didn't have to threaten his family. He'd have to threaten to slice his throat, make homophobic remarks. I mean, it was shame on him.
Another thing that I thought was really like, had me like, wait a minute. Now, Code of the Streets was on somebody's show. I forget who it was now. I saw it kind of in the week. And, you know, condolences. I guess he lost his lawsuit. As far as I knew, that was Jeff Nadeau that had the Mia Omerta. And him and Jeff Nadeau were going at it. But it looks like Code lost that. However, it was Harambe. Somebody sent me a clip. And Harambe was going on and on and on about Chicago Muscle's, you know, wife and the mother-in-law. And I mean, saying some really, really nasty things. And I'm watching Code of the Streets, and he's sitting there grinning and laughing. Now, didn't this asshole come out in defense of women?
The guy,
I don't like that. Oh, blah, 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 blah. He was sitting there literally laughing, you know, smiling and nodding. And I'm thinking, what in the hell? I guess that's all changed. You know, I guess it has. I'm very disappointed in him.
The guys that preach God the loudest are the biggest phonies. That's just how it's always been. Who gets in the most trouble? The preachers. You know, sit up there in the churches and preaching. So when you start crossing, if you're gonna pretend you're a man of God, act like a man of God all the time, not just when you want to act like a man of God.
Right.
You know, and it's just like that line of clothes that he has. He lied about that. He said that he sold it. No, you didn't sold it. You lost in court.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that was put up September 22nd. That was very recent. You know, but again, you can't, you know, what is it called? Copyright a word. Can you?
No, you cannot.
Well, listen, I think you can, but the problem with omerta is it's such a common word. How the hell are you going to copyright it?
Right, and half of the people have got it tattooed on them. I mean, what are you going to do?
And the people that have tattooed on it shouldn't be having that tattooed on it.
But he didn't invent the word. So how do you copyright a word that you did not invent?
No, it's I'm not sure what the law is on that, Angel, to be honest with you, but I find it very hard that the word omerta has not been used. And, you know, this is where Jeff Nadeau is a phony little bastard. Jeff Nadeau is the one that hated Code for the omerta thing. Jeff Nadeau is the one that called me and said, oh, yeah, this guy's trying to rip off my friend here. And, you know, it's all bullshit. And Jeff Nadeau, I heard what you said last night. You said that my show, we don't know nothing about the mob. I'll tell you what. Danny Trio knows 10 times more about the mob than you. You use, first of all, your show's boring.
He fights with a fake Angel Gotti, and he knows it's a fake Angel Gotti, and he sits there and plays with it.
You got 27,000 people. According to you, you have 27,000 subs, but yet you can't get 100 people in your chat room. Something's wrong there.
Well, it's the same thing with Nikki Blade. He reckons he's got 100,000 subscribers. To what? What are they looking at? You know, have you ever looked at his? Does he do stuff? I don't think he does. He just.
I don't know. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't say nothing about Nikki Blades because as long as he doesn't say that, he said he makes little cracks about me every once in a while. But I think he's the least of the evil amongst those people. They think we're all.
Oh, I don't know about that. He's always got something to say about me.
Yeah, he does.
He needs to shut his face.
He does.
That's what he needs to do. Shut your face, Nikki Blade.
But I'm going to tell you what, with this bringing up family stuff, everybody needs to stop it.
Yeah, but
what family? Who on this entire thing's family have I ever brought up?
I have not brought up your name. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying who's.
No, I'm just saying I never did, and yet here's the fat bully constantly bringing up every member of my family.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I
mean, you know,
it doesn't matter what you do on here.
Let's be honest.
Anybody.
But let's be honest. What's going on now is tit for tat. Every time someone starts with the family, the other side starts with the family. So it's never going to go away. It's only going to get worse.
Okay, but the point is that I haven't done that at all.
Angel, I'm not talking about you.
No, I know, but I'm just telling you, I haven't done that at all. It doesn't seem to matter. It still gets done to me every day, either by the bully in Pennsylvania or the freak in Florida.
Yeah.
It's you know, and it's a sly way of saying things, but it's not going to stop because now it's so over the top. Now you got people threatening to go after other people's families that aren't even involved in it.
Right.
You know, so where does it end? It's just getting worse and worse.
I don't think there is an end, really.
Danny and I will not get into that mud and bring people's families up. Sorry, we won't do it. And I don't care.
No, I mean, you know, I've had my little share of that, but you know, I just think it's getting worse and worse and worse to the point where you're looking for people's graves now. You know, you're looking for dead relatives to throw excrement on their grave and talk about dead relatives in that way. And, you know, the thing is, Chicago Muscle's wife just lost her mother. You know, I mean, come on. They haven't got 1 ounce of, like, decency in them. You know what I mean?
Josie, look what they did with MRE. And
I know.
They don't care. They have nothing inside of them.
Yeah.
They have nothing. They weren't raised.
Don't you guys think it sucks that innocent mothers are being brought into this?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, these people have nothing to do with what's going on there. Here's what we should all do if we're going to fight and battle amongst ourselves. You know, we're taking it out of the realm and you know, and this started, Josie and I had some battles and we did some things we regret.
Right.
And sometimes this thing makes you get so ugly that you don't think until you do it.
Yeah, but Lee, at least we admit it.
Yes, without doubt.
I mean, that's the difference. I mean, we can look back now and think, I know for a fact, if I knew, know now what, and I'd have known that then, I wouldn't have done half of what I did. You know what I mean? But not really understanding how YouTube works and all of the rest of it. But, you know, at least we admitted it and said, look, you know, we apologize to one another. We know we did wrong. We've said it 1,000 times. They don't do that. They don't think they're doing wrong. So there's something wrong with that to me.
And it's only going to get worse, people. You know, Danny and I are trying to not get loud in this, but, you know, they're slowly pulling us into this where we're going to start defending ourselves.
Right.
And, you know, and guys, you could say what you want, but our platform gets more people than your platforms.
Right. So, and Bobby Styles said Cody's on there to bless the show with a quick prayer, which he does before they start cursing and doxing everybody.
And lying.
Women down.
Code lie.
What church is it he's going to? I'd like to know.
Wait, what did MB say? Angel, still to my knowledge, accepted Shanna's challenge for a debate. Oh, well, what? I don't know what that means.
Still to my knowledge, accepted. Oh, she asked for a debate?
Shanna did. Shanna did? When?
Well, if she did, pack a tent, sandwiches, a flask of tea, Because you're going to be there a while. Yeah. Good Lord, really?
I mean, any day.
Yeah. Oh my
Josie.
Any day.
Well, that I'd pay to see. Good Lord, really? No, she would never do that without her hubby, her wonderful hubby.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, she
You know,
would
I
never.
love and listen, I love these phonies, especially you guys that are in these chats that used to love John Gotti a couple months ago and you were praising him and now you're all hating on him.
Exactly. And meanwhile, they still have the pictures of them in their houses.
It's like, are you serious? I mean,
Exactly.
overnight you go flip like that. You
Well,
know
they run to Mikey Scars' channel so they can, because we want to hear about John Gotti.
I've never looked at him. What is he on about? He's just telling lies too. I don't know. I've never seen his channel.
I don't watch him either, but I remember the first few videos that he did come out with. He wasn't saying anything, bad about my family, so I didn't care, and I didn't. I don't watch him, so I don't know. But according to everyone else, he's the only one who's not trashing on anybody.
Well, one thing that bothers me right now is now people are talking about getting a hold of people at people's jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to have people showing up at people's jobs to talk about people. I mean,
yeah, but FBS started that a while back. That's the first thing he said about me. We need to find out where she was.
He's guilty of a lot of this shit, without a doubt.
Yeah, he started all that. And
I mean, yesterday, what did he do? He said yesterday that I stole money from a dying woman on a ventilator. First of all, she was never on a ventilator, and second of all, prove it. It's a lie. That story is a lie, and you keep saying it over and over. Get new stories. These stories have been around for a year now. No proof. You got trolls on here making stories up that people here buy. We can get into 1,000 things if we want, but that's like using my family. Why are you talking about someone I went out with? Why are you talking about my son? That's using my family. So these people saying leave family out of it. I'm being nice. I'm leaving people's families out of it. But I swear to God, if they get pulled in, I don't.
Well, I mean, Carol says, CM gave them a heads up as to what is coming if they didn't stop, and they responded by going harder. They've doubled down. So they knew what was going to happen and made
100%.
We got to understand that no one's going to back down here. Nobody's going to back down. It's going to escalate and get worse and worse and worse. No one's backing down. No one's showing a sign of backing down. It comes to the point, how far are we going to take this?
Big guy.
And I'm not defending nobody. I'm not defending nobody here. What I'm saying is I'm saying what I feel. Right now you have all this stuff coming out with families and stuff, and no one's backing down. So it's obvious it's going to get worse.
So Angel, the big guy says he got so mad the other night that he showed the old poster and said, if this wasn't worth money for charity, I would burn it right now. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, the Gotti picture, please. What is it worth? It's in every mall in America. Give me a break. It's in every mall in America.
Because he doesn't want to say
$20.
He doesn't want to throw that away. That means a lot to him.
Exactly.
He loves John Gotti. He's full of shit.
Yeah, Danny says, unfortunately, this has to come to a head in order for it to stop, whatever it takes. And I tend to agree with that. I don't see, and again, Chicago Muscle Today kind of said, unless they come to some type of agreement or whatever, he's going full steam ahead. So it's not like he's not offering them a way out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He is. But they're refusing to take it because they don't want to look weak. But what's going to happen is, especially with Fatball Sicilian, his whole world is going to implode here if he keeps on. You know, her nursing stuff has already been put up.
Hey, Cane Shades put up a great video today that people should watch.
I will do, yeah.
Get an idea that one thing, don't underestimate Slow Flow. He's not a stupid man. See, this is the mistake that we make here.
Right.
When he came into this, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Exactly.
And,
I said this.
And Cane Shade put up a great video on it. It's something that he says before every show.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, it's only people that say that are the people that understand computers really well and how everything works behind the scenes.
Right.
You know, how to get people's information.
Yeah.
And what he does is he basically puts it out there and he warns people ahead of time. This way you can't strike them. So if you watch the way he does videos, he does them cleverly.
Yeah.
So they're hard to strike the videos.
Right.
The way he writes things. He'll write Lee Cole up here, then underneath it on the bottom, he'll write scammer. They're not together, they're not touching. So it's hard to strike those kind of videos.
Right.
But when you see something, that's when you know to strike. You know, when you see that, it's, you know, if you have that opportunity, because I'll see things that are done all the time, and you think that you have a good case, and you strike it, and it gets rejected.
Right. Right.
And it sucks. You know, you guys know that. You know.
Yeah. Well, no, I very rarely really strike Lee. I can't be bothered most of the time.
Right. I'm the same way.
Because what do you get? You know, whatever. Here and there, I have here and there, but you know, it's not something I can really be bothered to do most of the time, depending on what it is. You know, but there are other ways now I've discovered, and that's really the route to go. Move in silence, really, you know. But I think at the same time, this is getting. I mean, I thought it was bad. I didn't think it could get much worse, but it actually has.
This is the tip of the iceberg. This is nothing.
Right.
This is nothing. We have so many people angry out here right now.
Right.
I mean, who are we kidding here? We thought a month ago it was as bad as it can get.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and now we think it's as bad as it gets. And a month from now, we're going to be saying the same.
We're going to be saying it. You know, I can't think of it. I can't think of anything worse than going after deceased relatives, looking for their graves. And the craziest thing of all, the voodoo thing.
Wait a minute. John Wolfe already hit me with a voodoo doll a long time ago.
Oh, I know. I wrote about that, Lee. Did you ever get a stomachache? You were supposed to get a stomachache. Okay.
I have an iron cast stomach.
I wondered if you ever got one. Yeah, but I mean, what kind of crazy? It's getting crazier and crazier every day.
My biggest fear is that somebody that's listening to these shows that we don't know about is going to do something on their own. And I'm talking about showing up at someone's house.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's a possibility. Yeah.
And
speaking of that, now there's been a person on here that I haven't talked about in a long time, and I kind of made peace with them. I thought they had made peace with me. I thought that, okay, you know, you haven't really seen them on here or whatever. So I thought, okay.
I'm sorry, Angel. I'm sorry. Somebody come up with the name Bible study in here.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody hit that like button, please. Thank you, Claudia.
I'm sorry, Josie.
I'll put it up.
I'm sorry.
No, Nicolai Blade is a Christian. They could never be made.
That's a picture of...
Who's the picture of? Hang on. Oh, yeah. Chunky Chunko. Hello, Liko. Yeah. No,
Chunky Chunko is my stalker. Wherever I go, he is there.
Chunky Chunko, stick it up your rear end. You are an enabler to a woman abuser.
Is he? Who is he?
He's FBS's friend.
Oh, okay.
And he sits there and he loves every second when FBS calls us filthy, disgusting names, and he lies. And he is his biggest simp.
Okay, well, whoever's got a moderator thing, you can remove him. But anyway, so what happened is I was sent a text of this person putting not only my phone number out, but there were several other numbers on there. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Well, it turns out this person, I'm waiting for an explanation, which is why I'm not going to name him at the moment, but I'm pretty pissed off. You know, at the end of the day, listen, most people on here have my number. I really don't, it's not a big deal to me. Do I want crazies calling my phone? No, I don't. But the reason I don't change the number is because it would literally mean I would have to go around the world and, you know, to let everybody know, and I can't be bothered to do it. So that's why. But I still don't appreciate him doing that. And I'd like an explanation. And you know who you are, and I would like an explanation. I was too pissed off yesterday to call you, but I'd like an explanation of it, because it was you, because I was also sent a text admitting to it. So why would you want to put my number out there like that?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you're holding it up as good as you do.
Well, I'm the new Zen. I'm being Zenly.
Well, why couldn't you be that with me?
Right. Well, you know, I've learned. You were like my teething block, but you know, I've learned now. But you know, I'm not going to say I'm going to be Zen forever now. No, I'm not. I almost lost it yesterday when I saw that, because I thought, listen, we agreed to, you know, that the person said, look, I don't want to be in this, you know, I just want to get on with my life, la, 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 la. And then behind the scenes, he's sending text messages with my number, and there were several other numbers on there. I don't know who they belong to, but mine was included. So I don't appreciate that, and I'd like an explanation, or next show, I will show it to you and tell you who did it.
You know, Danny and
Well,
I.
where did he put it?
I've no idea. They said that this was like a bulk text. You know, like when you can text 50 million people at once?
Yeah.
It was put out like that. And it was a list of phone numbers. It was like maybe 5 or 6 phone numbers, but mine was in there. I guess telling people to call us and harass us or whatever. You know, I don't know. And then I got it, you know, he had denied it, said it wasn't him. And then I got a text where someone asked him about it and said, why have you done that? And he said, well, I was pissed. Something like that. And I still, you know, I'd like an explanation, frankly. But anyway, if not, next show, I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Claudio Perry makes a very good statement. Josie, there are many evil trolls in the chats.
Yes.
And what they do is they hide, and they go on both our chats, both sides, and their one mission is to make it worse.
Right.
You know, we have to remember that, and that's what they are. They're trolls. That's what they do, and they when this stuff starts getting like this, these are a bunch of losers at home that are so happy.
Right.
When they see people doing things to hurt people and to just say the worst things. Did you ever think that we would go from someone loving John Gotti and 3 months later absolutely despising him? How do you turn the corner like that?
Because he doesn't. He's just mad at Angel. So he's just going to pretend he hates John Gotti.
Anybody with a brain, though, should know that he's full of shit when he says that.
Hello, Sons of Italy. You're in here. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, hi, Brooklyn Bounce and Ladybug. You know, the thing is, by him doing that, which is why he's superimposing himself onto Angel's father's body.
Exactly.
I mean, who would do that? You crazy lunatic. You know, what is that? That just shows all you're crazy, if you ask me.
He thinks that it bothers me. That doesn't bother me. It just makes it. I laugh because it makes him look insane. So that's why I laugh at him doing that. That's ridiculous. Like, he's doing that to spite me? He's wasting his time. It's so stupid.
And you can talk bad about John Gotti, but you talk good about Jimmy Calandra and this other clown, Cthulhu and A-Light. Those guys are like, and there's no way you could talk bad about Gotti and good about them, because those guys are the sleaziest of the sleazy.
Right.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh God, I will only wish all of you knew him like I knew him.
Angel, I've been fighting with him for a
Thank
year.
Yeah, but you don't.
We've been absolute.
I was friends with him for what 5. What is it? 8 months, 9 months. I know what he likes and what he doesn't like. I know he hates the people that he's got on his screen right now. He hates them. See, I don't hate anybody. I never hated anyone. There was 3 people on this planet that I could actually say I hated.
You're down to 3.
Everybody here, no,
You
no, it
used to be
was
4.
Eli, the defendant, and I'm sorry, I'm not even the defendant. Eli, Louis Casman, and Gravano. 3 people. That was it.
Hey, NB. Well, get rid of him if you will. Yeah, because I see he keeps putting the same thing over and over and over. If you can get rid of him, thank you. Yeah, you can come on, NB, if you want.
Yeah. So there's
Is that the real MB?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's a fake one running around too.
Oh,
yeah,
there is. Oh my God, this is why I hate lives, because you never know who's the bloody hell is who, do you? You know, it's like,
Oh God, it's insane.
I can check if it's a fake MB. Hold on.
yeah, see, I don't know how to do all that.
Angel, you remember when we started this, we had no idea how to check on people or do
exactly.
You know,
How do you check on them? You check on them in YouTube or on StreamYard?
On YouTube.
There is a fake NB in here.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, NB has a wrench, and this NB does not have a wrench.
Oh, okay. Can we get rid of her?
Yeah, Angela did already.
Up there.
Thank you.
Angela did.
Yeah, anybody, if you see people like that, just get rid of them, please. Yeah,
does Claudio Perry have a wrench in here?
Who?
Let me see if that's
because there's a Claudio Perry here without a wrench. I'm just not sure if that's.
I'll let you know in a minute.
I don't know.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, Claudio Perry doesn't write over and over and over again like this.
Right, yeah.
No, that's real Claudio Perry.
But why would he write in caps over and over?
I don't know why. He was doing it last night too. I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to get his point across. Josie, there are many evil trolls in the chat.
He said it's 16
yeah, because
times.
because nobody was paying attention to him. So he's he's trying to let Josie know that there are evil people in the chat. So he does that. And that's the real Claudio.
Okay,
Claudio's a good man. He's a very good man.
So common sense, excuse me, common sense. It's saying common sense, but I don't know if it is common sense.
Well, I'll check it out. Hold on, I'll check.
They're trying to get on.
I don't. Oh, in your if he doesn't show you your face, don't let him in.
Yeah. You show your face if that's common sense.
Okay.
You got to go bitch about people not showing their faces. How about you showing your face?
Because you don't know if it's really him.
And, and I'm sure if we have your face, we wouldn't want to show it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a picture of it. Looks like a dog.
No, if you tell him to be a man.
If you want to show your face, then I'll happily let you on. But I don't know if it is. Why would common sense be in mine? I doubt that. Yeah, I highly doubt it. So let me remove him. Okay, I've removed him because it probably wasn't him.
Queen of Mean says, Lee, there's quite a few people who watch that do not chat or use logon accounts. Absolutely. Those are the people you got to watch from. A lot of those people just don't want to be involved, and some of them are just trolls.
Oh, she needs another. You know what I'll do? I'll help you, Ange. While I'm up here, I'll help you. You got a lot of trolls in here tonight, Josie.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. The more troll, then the better the numbers.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, FBS gets about 200 trolls a night. I mean,
Angela has a wrench.
And Teresa Murphy's in there with a wrench. Angela's
Carol's in there too.
Carol has a wrench. Carol's here. So you've got
okay, that's enough.
Yeah, you've got 3 people here.
Yeah.
Is this
another trustworthy person? She can't keep up.
How about Matty Marinara? You know he's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm trying to find him. Hang on, let's see. Where's Matty?
Just make sure it's the real Maddie.
Okay.
Lori
Okay,
Love,
you two continue for a second. I'm looking for Maddie. I can't see him.
Lori Love says, by the way, great gun broke
Oh,
video today. That little midget needs a smackdown. Yeah, he did. I wasn't going to go after him, but when he tells someone to blow me, everything's open at that point.
Somebody,
Oh, where's Maddie?
what they do to, damn it, Mandy? Oh, maybe she retracted.
Audio goes, I'm not
Anyway,
fake.
getting back to Josie, there are many evil trolls in the chat right now. Yes, we know, Claudio. We know.
Hi, Beantown. Okay. Oh, that's another one of the evil. Okay, we got that now. Yeah, I just think it's also odd the way Jeff Nadu has gone. I thought he was always neutral and just wanted to get on with his show and whatever. And it just seems certain people have just flipped. I don't know. Maybe am I seeing
Who are
things
you
here?
talking about?
That's
Who?
why you can't.
Jeff Nadu. I thought that he was in.
Jeff Nadu. Let me tell you about Jeff Nadu. Okay. He and Sicilian, again, don't like each other. They do not like each other. Sicilian knows that Nadu bought all his subs and likes and views. We watched him. He and I watched him together. He can't stand him.
And he told me the same thing. That
exactly.
He knows damn well Jeff Nadu, 50% of Jeff Nadu's subs are fake.
Exactly. Now, Jeff Nadu also told Convict Inc., whatever you do, the worst piece of shit on here is FBS. Stay away from him.
He sure did.
Meanwhile, he'll have him on his show, FBS, and Jeff Nadu will still go on his show because he has nobody else. Nobody else wants Jeff Nadu. And ever since Jeff Nadu became friends with the defendant in my lawsuit, this is what he's doing. But listen, let's see what happens.
Tommy Salami says, Mr. Cole, you have said that you're no longer associated with the drama, but why do you keep getting engaged? I can tell you that, Tommy Salami. When somebody is going to attack me, I'm not going to just sit back and take it like a little bitch. Okay. We're going to Danny and I are going to put out content, but at the same time, we're not going to let some punks come after us. It's that simple. And if so Tommy Salami, until you get on here and have a show and understand what we go through, every one of us, you really, I don't think you really understand.
Right. And, like I've always said, when it's not you, it is very easy to say, ignore it. But as you see with, certain people on here, Chicago Muscle being the main one, they push people too far, and I feel like they've really pushed him beyond the limit.
And then Tommy Salami, Mr. Cole, nobody's been attacking you. So are you that blind, Tommy Salami? Is your salami in the way of your eyes or something? Have you been watching Gunsmoke every night, every other show? The way he's been talking about me and Danny. Do you watch FBS when FBS makes a lot of continuous remarks about me in the middle of his videos, here and there, calls me stupid and all those things? He calls me stupid even though I know I'm twice as smart as him. So. And that's the last time I'm answering you, Tommy Salami.
Yeah. It's so true. It's unbelievable.
Well, Lori Love says, Tommy Salami, if somebody was relentlessly attacking me, they deserve the pimp hand, just saying. And that's what I'm talking about. You can only take so much. I actually, Lee, I think I don't get to watch everything. I'm still, doing my other stuff. But I think you've done pretty well as far as going back at people,
Yeah. And listen, if I had my way, I prefer not to be attacked. I would prefer not to attack nobody.
Right.
It'd be real simple. But there's certain people here that if they don't attack anybody, what are they going to do for a show?
Right. Exactly.
They'll never survive.
Well, exactly. And that's why I feel like that when you invited him on, Angel, that didn't happen, because if he does make any type of truce with you or any type of peace, he's not going to have a show. I mean, people don't want to hear about me or NB and whatever day in and day out. You know, he's going for you because, you know, you're the one with the name. You were the Don's daughter. You know, he gets more traction with you. So if he makes any type of peace with you, he won't have a show.
Like in the middle of his show tonight, someone said something to him about Angel's father. What's the first thing he did? He put up the picture of John Gotti with the blood spot on his head.
Oh, he didn't.
And he put it up in the corner. Yeah, he does. That's what he does.
Oh my God.
Who did that?
You know who?
FBS.
Oh, who cares? You see what he's doing? He thinks these things bother me. They don't bother me. He's so stupid.
No, it gets stupider and stupider.
He is. He's so stupid.
And
like his little ticker tape, he says something about if you hate Angel and Lee, and oh my God, this is like, seriously, he should really be ashamed of himself. He's 43 years old. He's acting like 16, like a kid that just started high school or still in middle school. Guys, really, I think that he really needs like in my opinion, he needs some kind of mental evaluation.
Well, totally. And I go into that in the book. You know, I explain it a little better as to what's going on. And that's why I explained the same thing with Harambe. They're one and the same. And, you know, if you look at the women around them, I can't imagine going out to work 12 hours, coming home to find him, any man, sitting on the computer, bashing women, even bashing people all day long. Hell no. You know, he'd be out the door. His shit would be on the curb.
Yeah.
Well, they were saying horrible. They were saying horrible things about MB today. I mean, it doesn't stop. It's like she didn't say nothing about you in days, and you're bringing her up and calling her a whore, the H word, the C word. I mean, in about one sentence today, he used that to describe NB. I mean, where's it go? Why would you talk that way about her?
Right. I mean, the thing is as well, she's kind of, I mean, the last couple of days, I've seen she started putting stuff up again, and good, MB, keep on. But prior to that, from what I got, that she was trying to do is kind of move out of this genre, go on to reality shows, you know, do other stuff. And she hadn't really said anything about him in quite a while, I thought. I mean, lately, the last couple of days, I've seen a few things, but they were things that we needed to be reminded about. One in particular, where he really went to town. And I'd forgotten about that video. And quite honestly, it shocked me. I remember when he did it, but that was several months ago. So I like that she's putting stuff up, you know, to remind us.
They have doxed Jeff Crow's home. Jeff Crow doesn't have a home. Jeff Crow lives with his mom. Okay. They doxed Jeff Crow's mother's home. Okay. That's doxing anybody's home is wrong. I don't care who does it. But you know what? I had that happen to me a year ago.
Yeah.
I had someone dox my home. It's kind of funny now because I get along with the guy. I had someone dox my home and threatened to come beat me up. And he actually was the guy that can come beat me up. So I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I think about him coming, I think about him kicking my leg and hurting it. I don't know if you ever watch UFC fights with the way they kick the legs.
You know, I mean, it's crazy. I cannot imagine any human being being so obsessed with somebody else that that's what their everyday plan is every single day. Like if I'm friends with MRE, that enrages him. I'm friends with Josie, that enrages him. I can't. But if I was his wife, I'd be really upset that he is obsessed with another woman.
Well, exactly.
Didn't he used to say this about NB? Like, NB's obsessed with me. She said, no, you're obsessed with me.
Yeah, he kept saying that, but I wanted his attention. No, I think there was one period where I think every single show, it's a bit like Harambe. He's obsessed too. It's like every single show, they've got to throw me, you. I don't think they talk too much about NB over there, but we're definitely thrown in virtually every single show, and that shows a mental illness. There's a total mental illness going on there.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you.
Why, this guy's who and why and how was this guy's mother doxxed? I'm confused.
What mother?
I don't know. Jeff Crow? Who doxed his mother?
Yeah, show me. I didn't see no pictures of Jeff Crow's mother.
No, his mother's house. His mother's house.
We could dox anybody's house. It's that easy. I've had my house. I've had where I live doxed 100 times. I can show you 100 pictures. I can show you pictures on my phone where people send them to me and send me death threats. It's so common. Oh, wow. This ain't new. This has been going on for a year now, showing people houses.
Exactly.
So let's stop with the house shit. It's all bullshit.
Let me just tell you this. I was friends with FBS. I know who started with the doxing of the names, and I know exactly who did it. It was they did it to Tony Pizza's mother in the chat. They put her name up and he put it up on the screen, and he pretends that he didn't know it was her. It's all bull. You started this. He started this. You started it, FBS. This is all you. Then the next thing you know, Mac, that guy Johnny Mac and Pizza put out Gunsmoke and FBS's information, telephone numbers and address. And then it just went back and forth till it got worse and worse and worse.
Right.
He started all of this.
And it's just continued and continued. Well, people, I'm getting ready to go. Unless you got anything else you want to say before we go?
Listen, you should be really proud of where you took your show. Because, just a year ago, I remember you used to do your shows and have 25, 30 people.
Yeah.
You built it up good, and now you got a nice crowd in here and stuff. You've done a really good job on your show.
I know. I was really nervous about doing the live today because I haven't done a live. I can't even remember the last one. And then I thought, oh, my God, because the moderators got messed up. People were blocked. I think Angel was blocked. Angela, I think they blocked. God knows what happened.
Maybe it was the fake Angel.
I don't know. Yeah, it could have been. And then I think Carlos had arranged. Somebody said it was Carlos. So I honestly don't know. And so I thought, oh my God, how am I going to do this? So what I did was, actually, you can look. There's a button you can press that only subscribers can comment.
Yes. Unless
they subscribe. So I clicked that. Because I thought, well, that'll cut it down a bit. Now, I know people can make up accounts, subscribe, and then unsubscribe when they get out. I know I'm still going to get it, but at least it'll cut it down a little bit till I can see, what the hell was going on with the moderators. And I didn't even know really who had a wrench, who the hell didn't. But, I mean, I've given a few more out today, so hopefully I don't have to worry about it, I was a bit nervous.
If you keep it that way, then then everybody will have to subscribe to comment.
Yeah, in order to comment. I think that's a good thing. On one hand, on the other, I don't mind. It isn't that I expect all, good comments. I kind of like some of the negative ones sometimes because you can argue your point.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so I'm not going to leave it like that. But I mean, I did it for today because it's been my first live and I can't keep up with that crap. I really can't because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. I'm not really, until I go to the chat.
And Josie, it's normal. Anytime I do a live, before I do a live, I get nervous because Danny and I are getting really good numbers now. And I always say, well, I hope we get those numbers again.
Yeah.
And I'm always nervous we're not going to get them. And we still do. So it's
I mean, you just never know, do you?
Yeah.
Some nights are good. Yeah, some nights are good and some nights aren't good. Big deal. If they don't watch you live that night, they'll watch you in the middle of the night or the next day or the day.
Yeah. I'm not so focused on that. I just want to get out what I want to say. You know what I mean? But I'm glad it wasn't like 2 people, you know. So, anyway, thank you both. Thank you, Angel, for coming on and Lee.
No, thank you.
And Tommy Salami, you're just FBS simp dickhead. That's all you are, man. Okay, with that, goodbye, people.
Okay, bye, Lee.
Thank
you. See you later.
Angel, I'll see you on your show later.
At 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
I'll be joining you. I'll be
watching. So much. You can come on. Anybody, come on.
Yeah, I'll be
somebody at my door.
Yeah.
No, I can't take him.
All right, I'm going to you now. All right. Okay, everyone. So thank you, everyone that came and in the chat. Thank you, moderators. Definitely couldn't do it without you. And I'll see you over at Angels. Let's see what's happening over there. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.